My name is Codemaster Jamal, and welcome to another devlog for my 3D monster collecting game, Virtual Monsters. I'm happy to be announcing a lot of different things in this video. As I announced in previous videos, this is my attempt at uploading more videos more frequently every month. If you like these type of videos, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for the video. It really helps with the growth of my channel. We are very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, which is my next mark in terms of achievements for the channel, so I would greatly appreciate your support. In this devlog, I'm going to be discussing a number of things in this video. The first being a piece of software that I wrote in order to help distribute activation codes for the beta test. This software was written with the Unity game engine, and I will be using it to create special codes, not just for the beta test of the game, but to hand out other freebies that comes along with the website. Later on, I'll be making tutorials showcasing the tools you can create using the Unity game engine. As it's more than just a game engine, it can be used for a myriad of different purposes. You can make a huge variety of different types of software in general using the Unity game engine. It's more than just a game engine. I know a lot of people are switching from the Unity game engine, but I've decided to stick with it in order to finish all of my projects. If it doesn't end well, I'll deal with it later. A lot of people don't really like the Unity runtime fee. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it either, but we don't entirely know how things are going to work out until you get to that point where you actually release your game and you actually release your content in general, and you'll see how things actually work. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but if it does, I'll deal with it when I get there. I'm no longer going to be thinking too far ahead in the future. Right now, I'm just doing things as is, and I work from there. It's already enough thinking about what's going to happen in the future, and sometimes you can't forecast everything, and you can't foreshadow everything, and you can't predict every single movement, every interaction, the way how people are going to perceive certain things, and the way how people are going to interact with certain things. So like, you can't predict everything in general when it comes to music, video games. It doesn't really matter. You can't predict everything in the future. Sometimes it's better just to do things and run with it. I'm working every day to finish this game as soon as possible, but I am building an entire MMORPG by myself with a lot of content. This wasn't going to be a short game, and at one point I got rid of a lot of material, but I somewhat found a way to procedurally generate the rest of my game as long as I finish the creation of my assets and take my time building levels. Currently, my only goal is to finish Virtual Monsters and allow you guys a version to play by the end of the year. I'd also like to take the time to talk about different versions of the game, the software I built for the game, as well as all of the music I have created over the past year for the game. There's also some updates to the website, which I will discuss later in the video. Finally, I started working on system modifiers for the game. I have all the system protocols done, but I need to work more on special effects for all the protocols. I have animations that I want to show off, but you will see these animations later on in the year. This devlog might be a little shorter than normal, but that's usually why it takes me so long to make them, is because I tend to wait until there's a decent amount of things to show off in the video. That being said, you guys kept subscribing, so a promise is a promise. Happy New Year to everyone. Let's look forward to 2024. This is another devlog for Virtual Monsters. This is the beta test key generator. So first come first, I would like to announce a beta test. The beta test will last roughly 3 months before I begin to release a game. It's also so I can fix some stats for some monsters that I may have made too strong for the game. Currently, only 10 people have actually signed up for the beta test, and an even fewer amount of people are actually registered for the site. This is why I encourage everyone to register for the site. There's going to be a lot more goodies going on. I'm modeling a lot of my software based off of Steam and many other MMORPGs that I've played and interacted with over the years. I was influenced by the greatest games of all time. This includes games like Guild Wars 2, World of Warcraft, and of course Dungeons and Dragons. Typically, these games have a login system which protects the user's information. I know some people don't want to go through the hassle of creating an account on a new website, but for those people, I'm going to spend some time making a build specifically for Steam once I finish my project. Granted, my original intention was to have a game that could be played on PC, mobile, Nintendo, Xbox, and possibly PlayStation. You buy the game one time, and then you would be able to use your account on any system. That was originally the idea I had, but due to things like the Unity runtime fee and there's been a lot of changes in terms of software and development that I may not be able to do these type of things. Due to certain changes in the economy and new regulations with software, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this anymore because it's very risky for me as a developer and as a game studio. In terms of the beta test, I'm looking for no more than 100 people for the beta test. I won't be biased towards who I pick for the beta test. Currently, it's a first come, first serve basis. And this is in general for everything that has to do with MW Industries. Everything is based on first come, first serve. I don't have favorites. And I also don't have favoritism towards anyone in particular in the community. I met everyone here around the same time. So that's why I'll be doing things as a first come, first serve basis, as I think this is the fairest way to do things. I think in general, this is very fair for everybody. But if you want to participate in the beta test, you have to register for the website. The next thing I want to talk about is the key generator that I created for my games and software. The key generator is simple. I can select a game and a type of account that I want to give the person, press a button, and the program will generate a key to use. I can then distribute this key via email or by using the website. The key is stored within a database, and therefore people can only activate a key if it is currently a key within the database. Of course, there's some additional security features that I won't discuss in this video, but let's just say for the super nerds out there, they could spend forever trying to generate a key. If that key is not within the database, it won't work, and more importantly, it has to work with the correct account. There's still a way around it, but I'm not going to spend forever trying to defend against them. For now, I'll handle those issues when necessary. So the main goal I had when I was building this program was to build the entire program within one script. I know it sounds kind of crazy, and I usually don't talk about this, but when I build software, I usually set a goal for myself. The goal for myself with this program was to build an entire program within one script, which surprisingly worked very well. I'm going to refrain from showing off too much code due to a number of security reasons, but in the end, the program does what it needs to do and it gets it done. Of course, I had some issues with the program at first because I couldn't update my online server, but once I got the update in order, I managed to pull it off. And thus, the key generator works with ease. So this is why it's very interesting. I'm going to show you guys these keys that we have currently active. This is why I told everyone to make sure they register for the website. These keys are still active. I may have changed up what they do in regards to the video game and that type of thing, but I want you guys, especially the people that are registered for the site, to activate some of these keys for yourself. You're still going to get something special for it. So rather it be a free version of the game or a beta test key or some popularity and reputation points, you're still going to get something for it. The big issue is making sure this program doesn't get distributed to a bunch of people. That being said, if you did activate the keys, you should be able to see the game appear in your games library, but as of right now, you won't be able to download it. It's limited right now, and as I said, it's first come, first serve. So if the key is no longer active, it's because someone has activated it. The next thing I'm going to talk about are the different versions of the game. This applies to all the games that you can currently buy off the website, which includes Tales of Amandaria TCG, which is a trading card game that I'm currently working on. Basically, there's 4 versions of a game. There's the paid version, the free version, the trial version, and the beta version. The paid version is very simple. You pay for the game in full, so you get all the game's features, including additional popularity and reputation points that you can spend in game. In terms of virtual monsters, this allows you to have 4 character slots starting out. Next is the free version of a game, not to be confused with the trial version of the game. The free version can only be handed out via activation code, and it is only gifted to certain individuals who I feel like, let's say I messed up really bad, it's just, here's a gift basically. Or let's say I want to donate this game to an orphanage, to a lot of underprivileged kids. That's what it's for, essentially. It's for that type of thing. Otherwise, it's for people who I feel like either helped out the community a great deal or has found some way to financially support the channel. In regards to virtual monsters, the player will only have 1 character slot with the free version. You have all features, but additional character slots will take using popularity and reputation points. You can gain popularity and reputation points from participating in online events on the website. I also wanted to mention that yes, I am running advertisements on my website, but this is because it costs a lot of money to operate my online game, and the money we receive from advertisements helps keep the game online. Essentially, I'm trying to make this game affordable for everybody. By the way, did I ever mention that we have a merch shop? It's powered through Teespring, and it's a great way to support the channel. If you do manage to grab a shirt, make sure to leave a comment in Discord. It would really help. If you have any pictures of you wearing the t-shirt, I will share it on my Instagram page. We are a small community, but we are slowly growing. Thank you for everyone that participates. In regards to different versions of the game, there's also the trial version. Currently, the free trial for a game lasts 14 days. This allows you to test out the game and see if you like the game before buying. Certain features may be off limits, but you will be given a single character slot, which is enough to test out the game and its features. I'm still testing out a lot of this code with the site, so the rules or settings for the trial version may change in the future, but once it's finished, it will never change again. Then finally, there is the beta version of the game. Being a beta tester is a privilege, and it's something special in general. Beta testers will get a special PC version of the game, which will allow them to test out and play features before they are released to anyone else. In regards to Virtual Monsters, you will be given 2 character slots. This is so you can test out different builds for different characters in the game, and some popularity points to spend in game. This is also so you can test out those type of features. Their duty is to test out new features and report any bugs found in the game. There's also some additional rewards for being a beta tester, but you will only figure this out from being a beta tester. Currently, it's open to anyone to become a beta tester, but I'm only looking for a maximum of 100 people. This is mainly to stress test the server. A lot of things I'm generally speaking worried about in terms of the game. Like there's some things that could misfire, like for example, too many people being on a server at once, the server might crash just because of that. But this is always going to be a work in progress just to see if this thing even works. I'm going to figure it out as I go along, and I'm not going to stop until I'm done. I built the entirety of Virtual Monsters based on a theory, a what if theory. So far, everything has worked except for launch. The last thing for me to do is to launch my game and see if everything works. If I need to test out this game more, I'll figure it out. But basically, I need to test out to see if this game is actually good. Next, I want to announce mini games. Currently, you can buy popularity and reputation points off the store, but I am giving people a chance to earn popularity points from playing mini games that I will host on the site. This is just a theory in general. I'm not entirely sure if HTML5 games will work on the site, but I'm going to be working on some mini games for people to play on the site in order to boost your popularity and reputation points. It's a long shot, and I won't promise this feature entirely, but it will really help out if I can get this to work. I try not to show off features that I haven't finished because it lacks promise, and I don't want to let people down. This is for all the gamers who might not have the money to spend on products from the store, but they can play mini games to earn points. Just to show you guys that I'm really looking out. In regards for the game, it's currently $29.99 US, and the price will stay there, but it will go on sale from time to time, and you can buy it while it's on sale or not. It doesn't entirely matter. I'm really looking out for a lot of people because it's very expensive to host multiplayer games, so it costs a lot of money just to keep it up, and that's why I'm running advertisements, and that's why I'm doing all this stuff, because I need as much money as possible. Finally, I would like to announce that I'm working on more music for the game. Once I actually got the time to sit down and work on some music, I managed to write over 20 songs in just a short few days. I think if I keep this pace up, I should be finished with all the songs needed for the game by the end of the year. I expanded the game greatly in terms of lore and exploration. There's a lot more to do in the game now than it was before. So because of this, I want to make a lot of the areas very special and unique. A lot of this game has to do with music. I believe the music sets the vibe for a setting. It's a lot of music, and granted, I can always buy music from the asset store or some other place, but I'm trying my best to make this game as unique and special as possible. I'm not too proud of my battle themes, but as I say in Discord, nobody likes my battle music. That's going to be a new thing throughout devlogs. Nobody likes my battle music. I find it funny, and it's okay. I'm not hurt by it, honestly. It also reminds me why people stop making certain types of music. The new music I'm working on has a lot of rock and a lot of jazz influence. I started writing jazz, which I think has expanded my horizons as a musician. When it comes to music, people try their best not to blend genres, but for some reason, call it childhood naivety. I felt like my game needed different styles of music. It kind of throws people off, but a lot of the music is a very nice blend. There's more to it than meets the eye. There's still a lot of hip hop. I can't ignore that. I'll try to release an album this year just to keep you guys interested in the game. If it's possible, I'm going to release not one, but 2 albums this year. I'm not going to promise a second album, but the first album, I'm definitely going to work my hardest to get it done. Lastly, I also worked on some system modifiers for the game The modifiers are missing textures, but there's still more that I want to do to the models. I also wanted to add some additional features. I started working on different special effects, but I will showcase this in the next devlog. As of now, there's definitely more to show off in terms of advancements, but I need to make one episode every month in terms of game development. I modified a lot of the special effects I created for the game. I'm going to showcase some of that in the next video. I will also get back to writing tutorials once I'm done with Virtual Monsters. I think the Unity game engine is really cool, and there's some things I want to show off. If you made it this far, feel free to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I would greatly appreciate it. And we are close to making our next landmark, which is 1,000 subscribers. It would greatly support my career as a musician, game developer, and hobbyist. Thank you for watching. Keep making games. Till next time, this is Codemaster Jamal, and I'm signing out.